Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Human Sucks Diamond Dab of the Day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, since you're going to enjoy today's video, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all those comments. Let's get started with today's topic. It's going to help all of us. How many of us have bad habits that we'd like to break? Well, guess what? We can break them. On many occasions, people want to learn how to break bad habits that they're not happy with. If that's your case, like me, and you want to stop that nasty behavior that makes you feel bad, there are a lot of ways that are simpler than when you thought. But first, let's discuss how you develop bad habits. There are a lot of theories about bad habits. One of the most famous ones is called the 3 R's. Reminder, routine, reward. So according to this theory, you experience something first which triggers the behavior. It could be, for example, a feeling such as nervousness or even a sound. The associated behavior comes after that. Thus, the specific sound or feeling makes you do something, and once you do it over and over, it becomes a routine. Finally, you get your reward, which helps the habit stick. You probably wouldn't do anything unless you got some sort of benefit from it, which is why habits are so very difficult to break. When you do something pleasant, your brain releases dopamine, which makes you feel good. So how do we stop the bad habits? Well, if you're ready to let go of them, begin as soon as possible. Start by identifying what your triggers are. If you understand the 3 R's, the triggers are behind all habits. So we should start determining which ones are supporting the bad habits we want to make go away. Where does the behavior occur? When does it happen? Is it at a specific time of day? How do you feel after it? Are there more people involved in your habit than just you? Does it occur after something else? One of the most important steps in habit breaking is identifying the triggers and removing them. When you do that, you stop the behavior from happening, which is vital to achieving the result you want. But why do you want to change? Keep in mind, not everyone wants to change their bad habits. And if you're keen on it, there must be a reason behind it. Otherwise, you would drop your efforts and go back the way you were, which might make you feel even worse. So take some time and find the list of reasons why breaking the habit might be a good thing. Then, once you're able to visualize what you write or think, keep that list somewhere where you can regularly see it. On your mirror, on your phone, on your fridge. Find support. Asking for help doesn't mean you can't break the habit alone. On the contrary, it means that you're committed to the process and you want support along the way. In many cases, we might find that people around us want to break the same habit, which could be fantastic for you because you can do it all together. So by talking to friends, relatives about your habit-breaking plans could be a really good idea. Mindfulness can always help. Even though not everyone is used to practicing mindfulness, it can be immensely happy if you want to break nasty habits. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of the present moment, along with your feelings, thoughts, and physical sensation. As you understand your own triggers and how they make you feel, you might be able to improve, which is the very reason mindfulness is so important. It helps us focus on ourselves. And another great technique to say goodbye to bad habits is simply to replace them with good ones. Sometimes stopping yourself from doing something is simply impossible. So doing positive things instead might be the solution you're looking for. Leave yourself reminders. We should use reminders to help us in our process, whether they're alarms, motivating phrases, sticky notes. Got to find a way to remember why you shouldn't keep up with that bad habit. Breaking habits isn't easy, and you shouldn't try to do it yourself. Therefore, Even using reminders sounds silly. It can help you remember why you're doing it in the first place. And unfortunately, you got to be prepared to fail. I know it sounds harsh, but when you're breaking a habit, we're bound to have slip-ups. It's part of the process, and we should never feel discouraged about it since it's going to happen to absolutely everyone. When you have a slip-up, do your breathing exercises, try to unwind, and remind yourself it's okay to fail sometimes. It doesn't mean all hope is lost. We can still break the habit. You just need to get back on track. And remember not to give up. Having slip-ups often causes many people to drop their efforts completely because they believe one tiny error means they can't do it. On the contrary, instead of thinking like that, try to focus on your qualities and remember all the progress you've made. So regardless of what you chose today, tomorrow's a new day, and you can always pick something different. At the same time, your slip-up doesn't erase everything you did right. So we should keep going and leave that all-or-nothing mindset behind us. And remember not to overwhelm ourselves. Many people try breaking different habits all at once, which can be very dangerous since you might end up frustrated or exhausted. Alternatively, we could try focusing on one specific bad habit we want to break. Another good one is to start breaking the habit by doing simple things, even if they sound too easy at first. It can make you feel good getting that nodding position, giving yourself the motivation and momentum that you need to keep going. Well, your environment plays a vital role in habit breaking. So if you're constantly surrounded by the triggers, your things, you know what? The process might be very difficult. Start making small changes in your surroundings, maybe. And make sure your environment matches your goals. Keep in mind that people are also part of it, so get ready to distance yourself from those who are not contributing to the healthy mindset that you're trying to achieve. Visualize your future self. Imagining yourself in the future is one of the most powerful tools we have to break habit. Stop thinking negatively of ourselves right now. Just because you have a bad habit doesn't mean everything is lost. On the contrary, now you can start visualizing. You can start the change. Visualize yourself doing anything that calms you down. Some people think about breathing, writing, playing, or even singing. When you practice something different in your mind, you can be prepared for that situation in real life. Remember, learning how to break bad habits is not an easy journey, especially if you have no idea where to start. At the same time, once you begin, things might not get any easier. Everything might be very challenging until you get the hang of it. Nonetheless, guess what? We can do it. And we can do it if we work hard. We can do it if we persevere. And we have to remember not to give up. Sugar, stop digging. You have to remember not to give up. Here we go with our human sucks diamond dab of the day. Cheers, everybody. Remember, only suck from the tip that does not get hot. Cheers. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining the Real Senior Stoner today. Nice. Cheers, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining Human Sucks and the Real Senior Stoner. Have a great one, everybody.